Hello, movie fans. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm diving into one of the most intriguing and hotly debated rivalries of the 2026 Oscar season, Ryan Coogler's Sinners versus Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. Both films come from Warner Bros., but they represent completely different approaches to ambitious cinema. Sinners made Oscar history with a record-breaking 16 nominations. It's a historic achievement for a film that is in its essence a genre movie. On the other side, One Battle After Another earned 13 nominations and is currently the frontrunner to win Best Picture and Best Director. This is Paul Thomas Anderson's most talked about movie, which finally made him a household name. Both of these movies aren't just going head to head during this award season, but they also represent the current trend in cinema, mixing genres, including social commentary, and intending to appeal to both critics and audiences. Both benefit from unique tone and diverse elements included, but both also suffer from being messy. For this exercise, I decided to break them down by comparing the two movies category by category. You can see the 5 categories on the screen, so I will start comparing the two movies without further ado. Let's start with the plot. I found One Battle After Another to be completely chaotic. It's messy throughout. Still, I had fun watching it. The narrative is full of absurd twists and plot holes, but somehow it keeps moving. This is because of its comedic approach. The movie was at its best for me when it was focusing on humor. These particular elements worked beautifully. The action scenes in the third act were also a blast. It's definitely a tonally uneven movie, but it was undeniably memorable. Sinners, on the other hand, felt like two movies stitched together. The first half is a serious, grounded musical period piece, which I actually liked. This is where the movie peaked for me, as it was full of intrigue and superb atmosphere. Then the second half turns into a vampire action flick, and I just found myself lost. Both films mix genres, but One Battle ultimately felt like a more coherent juggling act between the humorous and the dramatic, while Sinners never properly connected its music-centered storyline with the vampire angle. With all that said, my winner in terms of plot is One Battle After Another. Now, let's look into rewatchability and entertainment value. Here's where it gets really interesting. Both movies are undeniably fun experiences. One Battle is very long, but it never felt like it. It's so briskly paced and so energetic that it's easy to get lost in it. It's a very engaging movie that is also very much of this time in its talking points. Meanwhile, Sinners is also very entertaining, and it flies by how fun it is. The movie is less serious and more action-oriented, but that is what makes it more enjoyable to watch over and over again. It's also shorter, and its vampire action elements made it a crowd pleaser. For all these reasons, Sinners takes this category. Moving to themes and ideas. Now, this is an obvious one for me. Sinners hits you over the head with every single metaphor imaginable. Guys, I know this might be controversial, but to me at times it felt like the film didn't trust me to understand anything on my own. Every line spells out exactly what it's trying to say about race, culture, and identity. It was lacking in subtlety and sophistication. Meanwhile, One Battle After Another is clearly biased and politically charged too, but it wraps that bias in absurdity, satire, and dark humor. It pokes fun at itself while still trying to make a point, which makes it easier to watch. It's a complicated movie, and there is a genuine question to be asked here. Does ambition equal depth? Both movies are deeply flawed in this area without a doubt, but One Battle has more to say about society, especially about political division and activism, while Sinners is way more surface level. So, in themes and ideas, I'm giving the edge to One Battle After Another. Now we've arrived at the most fascinating part of this discussion. Technical craft. This is a tough decision to make for me, as this area is the strongest for both of these movies for sure. I have to give props to Sinners. The cinematography is gorgeous, the score is terrific, and there's one musical sequence that is just breathtaking. I mean, it spans past, present, and future, showing the history of music performed by Black musicians. It's a beautiful, artistic moment. It is the one scene that everybody will remember after seeing the movie, as it's that riveting and that iconic. One Battle After Another is also very strong technically. The action scenes are insanely well shot, the editing is sharp, and it maintains this relentless kinetic energy throughout. It's a highly cinematic and superbly crafted movie. That car chase alone was brilliantly constructed. Honestly, this is a close one, but I actually have to go with Sinners for this one. Yeah, One Battle looks and sounds great, but Sinners is the more cinematic and better scored movie of the two. It's also a gorgeously crafted period piece, so it gets extra points for that. So, as we stand, two categories are won by One Battle After Another, two by Sinners. It's neck and neck, and the next one will break the tie and give us our clear overall winner. But before we dive into that decisive round, just a quick word. If you're enjoying this kind of in-depth, no-holds-barred breakdown of the biggest films and Oscar contenders, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. This is still a young channel, but movies, especially the ambitious award season heavy hitters, are what it's all about here. There's a lot more coming your way. Predictions, deep dives, and honest comparisons just like this one. Subscribing means you won't miss any of it. Thank you for watching this far into the video. Now let's get to the tiebreaker. The final round is characters and performances. Sinners really struggled here for me. Michael B. Jordan is fantastic, no doubt, but the twins are underwritten, and I couldn't really care about them. I wanted to, I really did, but they just did not work for me. Haley Steinfeld is electric and a clear standout for me personally, but overall the emotional connection just wasn't there. It's the type of movie where the cast was great, but they were just not given roles worthy of their talent. One Battle After Another, though, DiCaprio is ridiculous, paranoid, over the top, and I loved every second of it. Sean Penn elevated what could have been a disaster of a role. These characters may be caricatures, yes, but they're funny, memorable, and I actually cared what happened to them. Tiana Taylor was the breakout star from this movie, and it's easy to see why, because she was undeniably memorable in that otherwise overly messy first act. So, for characters and performances, I have to say that One Battle is the clear winner for me. So, that's it. One Battle takes this one with 3 wins over 2 for Sinners. This was a somewhat close fight between two very different movies in subject matter, but they are surprisingly similar in their strengths and weaknesses, so they were a great choice for head to head comparison. One Battle After Another is going to take home the big categories at the Oscars, and I have to say that I agree with that development. Sinners is a fun movie that truly shines in music and technical aspects, but it's too generic in its vampire action storyline overall to truly make a difference. One Battle keeps you thinking and laughing. Sinners delivers spectacle that lingers, but ultimately, sophistication wins the day. So, what do you think? Do you agree with my choice or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments because this channel is all about discussions. I genuinely read every single comment and I am always open for a respectful debate. So sound off below and let's build a friendly community of movie buffs. Until next time.